What makes you attractive and unspoken irresistible without saying a word after 65? It's no longer about youth beauty or trying to impress. It's about something deeper, more magnetic, and far more powerful. The truth is, real attraction isn't about what you wear or how you look. It's about how you carry yourself, how you think, and how you make others feel. People who are silently captivating have mastered certain qualities that make them unforgettable. They don't beg for attention, they don't try too hard, and yet others are naturally drawn to them. And the best part, these traits have nothing to do with age. They are things you can cultivate at any stage of life in this video. We're going to explore 6 ways to become silently attractive and unspoken irresistible between the ages of 65 and 80. These are the qualities that make people gravitate toward you, respect you, and genuinely enjoy your presence without you having to say a word. If you've ever wondered how to remain intriguing, magnetic, and deeply valued, you won't want to miss this. Stay with me until the very end, because the last one is something that most people completely overlook, and yet it's the one thing that can set you apart in a way that feels effortless. If you've ever wanted to feel more confident, respected, and naturally captivating, this is for you. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments. If you don't like it, type 0 in the comments to let me know so I can make better videos for you. Now let's get started. Number 1, a quiet confidence that speaks louder than words. There is something undeniably magnetic about a person who carries themselves with quiet confidence, not arrogance, not the need to prove anything, just a calm, unshakable self. Assurance that makes people instinctively pay attention. This kind of confidence doesn't come from talking about yourself or trying to impress others. It comes from knowing who you are and being completely at peace with it. People who possess this quality don't seek validation from others because they already validate themselves. They don't try to dominate conversations or prove their worth because they already know their worth, and that kind of quiet strength, it's irresistible. Take someone like Richard, a 74-year-old former business owner. He doesn't walk into a room trying to be the center of attention, but somehow people notice him anyway. He never raises his voice to be heard yet. When he speaks, people listen. He doesn't dress in a way that screams for attention, yet he always looks put together with an effortless kind of presence. What makes him so captivating? It's his energy, his self-possession, his quiet, unforced confidence. And here's the thing, this kind of presence has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with how you feel about yourself. People who are silently attracted don't need to prove their importance because they already know their own value. They don't need to overshare, over-explain, or overcompensate because they are already securing themselves. The most attractive people, especially as they get older, are the ones who move through life with a sense of inner certainty. They've been through enough to know what matters and what doesn't. They don't chase approval. They don't force anything. And because of that, their presence alone carries weight. So how do you cultivate this kind of quiet confidence? First, own your strengths and accept your imperfections. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect. It means being completely comfortable with who you are. Second, speak less and observe more. Truly confident people don't rush to fill every silence. They listen, they choose their words carefully, and that makes what they say carry more weight. Third, stand and move with purpose. The way you walk into a room, the way you carry yourself, or the way you make eye contact. It all matters. People sense when someone is comfortable in their own skin. Confidence isn't about being loud, it's about being anchored. And when you cultivate this kind of presence, you don't have to do anything extra to attract people. They will simply be drawn to you. Number 2, the power of saying less and meaning more. There is something undeniably captivating about a person who doesn't feel the need to fill every silence. Someone who speaks with intention, listens with purpose, and knows that words carry more weight when they are used sparingly, the most silently. Attractive people are those who understand that mystery is powerful, that leaving some things unsaid often makes them even more intriguing in a world where people are constantly talking to be heard. The ones who stand out are the ones who don't rush to speak. They don't feel the need to over-explain, overshare, or dominate conversations. Instead, They listen intently, process fully, and speak only when they truly have something to say. And when they do, people pay attention because they know that every word is thoughtful and intentional. Take someone like Evelyn, a 77-year-old retired teacher. She doesn't engage in gossip. She doesn't force her opinions into every discussion. But when she does speak, her words have weight. She never wastes words, and because of that, people hang on to everyone. She says her presence alone commands respect, not because she demands it, but because she carries herself with an aura of quiet wisdom. People who are silently irresistible know that there is power in leaving some things to the imagination. They don't reveal everything about themselves all at once. They let people discover them slowly, piece by piece, creating an air of depth and complexity that draws others in. And the more someone wants to know, the more intriguing they become. So how can you cultivate this kind of presence? First, slow down before you speak instead of immediately responding. Take a moment to process your thoughts. This makes your words more meaningful. Second, listen more than you talk. People love being around someone who makes them feel heard. Third, embrace the power of mystery. You don't need to explain everything about yourself. Allow people to discover you over time. Silence, when used well, is magnetic. It creates curiosity. It makes people lean in, and it leaves an impression that lingers long after the conversation has ended. If you've ever known someone whose quiet presence made them unforgettable, let me know by commenting. Number 2, below your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Number 3, the effortless elegance of self-respect. There is nothing more silently attractive than a person who respects themselves, someone who carries themselves with dignity, who sets boundaries without guilt, and who moves through life knowing their own worth. This kind of unspoken self-respect is magnetic. It makes people notice you, admire you, and treat you with the same level of respect you demand from yourself. Self-respect isn't about being standoffish or difficult. It's about knowing what you will and will not accept. It's about valuing your time, energy, and presence. People who lack self-respect are often too eager to please, too willing to compromise their own needs for others, and too afraid to say no. But the ones who are quietly irresistible are the ones who know that they don't need to prove their worth to anyone. Take someone like James, a 72-year-old former architect. There was a time in his life when he said yes to everything helping people. When he was too tired listening to complaints he didn't want to hear, allowing others to drain his energy without giving anything in return. But over time, he realized something. His time was valuable, and it was okay to protect it. Now he sets clear boundaries, not in a harsh way, but in a way that lets people know that he values himself. And the result, people respect him more, seek his company more, and admire the quiet strength he carries. Here's what makes self-respect so powerful. When you respect yourself, others take notice. You no longer have to chase approval, beg for attention, or overextend yourself. Instead, people naturally feel drawn to you because they sense your strength, your confidence, and your deeper-rooted sense of worth. So how do you embody this kind of effortless elegance? First, protect your energy if something drains you. It's okay to walk away. If someone constantly takes and never gives, it's okay to limit your time with them. Second, say no. Without guilt, the most respected people are the ones who don't feel the need to justify or apologize for protecting their peace. Third, carry yourself like someone who knows their own worth. Walk with intention, speak with certainty, and never feel the need to explain why you deserve to be treated well. People can sense when you respect yourself. It shows in how you talk, how you move, and how you handle yourself in every situation, and that quiet, unwavering self-respect. It's irresistible. Number 4, the undeniable allure of being fully present in a world where people are constantly distracted, thinking about what's next, scrolling through their phones, half listening to conversations. The most silently attractive individuals are the ones who know how to be fully present. They don't rush through interactions. They don't let their minds wander, and they don't treat conversations like something to get through. Instead, they give their full attention, making the person in front of them feel like the most important person in the room. Presence is rare, and because it's rare, it's magnetic. When someone is truly present, you feel it, you notice the way they listen, without interrupting the way their eyes stay focused on you, instead of darting around the room, the way they react in real time, instead of just waiting for their turn to speak. And that kind of attention, it makes people feel deeply seen and valued. Take someone like Margaret, a 68-year-old retired writer. When she talks to people, she isn't thinking about what she's going to say next. She's absorbing every word, every expression, every detail of the conversation. She doesn't cut people off. She doesn't check her watch, and she doesn't rush to fill silences. Instead, she listens, truly listens. And because of that, people open up to her. They feel comfortable around her. They seek out her presence, not because she demands attention, but because she makes others feel like they matter. Being fully present isn't just about listening, it's about how you engage with life itself. People who radiate this quality don't just exist in the background of their own lives. They savor their morning coffee, they notice the way the sunlight hits the trees, they appreciate the small, beautiful moments that so many others rush past, and because they experience life more deeply, they naturally become more intriguing, more peaceful, and more irresistible to be around. So how can you cultivate this presence? First, put away distractions. When talking to others, give people your full attention. It's one of the rarest and most valuable gifts you can offer. Second, slow down and truly experience the moment you're in. Whether it's a conversation, a meal, or a walk, allow yourself to be fully immersed in it. Third, make eye contact and listen with intention. When people feel truly heard, they feel drawn to you in a way they can't explain. Being present isn't about doing more. It's about being more, and the people who master this, they are unforgettable. If this resonates with you, if you believe that presence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have, let me know by commenting. Number 4, below your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Number 5, the quiet strength of emotional composure. There is something incredibly attractive about a person who remains calm and composed no matter what is happening around them. Not cold, not distant, but emotionally steady in a way that makes others feel safe in their presence. This is a kind of silent strength that cannot be faked. It comes from a deep sense of inner stability and self-awareness. And when you have it, people notice. In a world where many people are quick to anger, easily offended, or constantly caught up in drama, the most irresistible individuals are those who refuse to be emotionally reactive. They don't let small inconveniences ruin their day. They don't get pulled into meaningless arguments. They don't give their energy to negativity. Instead, they know how to pause, process, and respond with thoughtfulness instead of impulse. Take someone like Walter, a 76-year-old retired firefighter. He has seen it all: stressful situations, unexpected challenges, difficult people, and yet, no matter what, he never lets the chaos around him control his emotions. If someone is rude to him, he doesn't react with anger. He remains calm if something doesn't go his way. He doesn't complain. He finds a solution. And because of this, people gravitate toward him. They admire him. They feel secure in his presence because they know that no matter what happens, he will not be shaken. Here's what most people don't realize. Emotional composure is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. When you are steady, when you do not let the world dictate your emotions, you exude a quiet confidence that is impossible to ignore. So how do you develop this level of composure? First, learn to pause before reacting when something upsets you. Take a breath, give yourself a moment before responding. It will change everything. Second, don't let small things steal your peace. Not every inconvenience is worth your frustration. Protect your energy by choosing your battles wisely. Third, carry yourself with the mindset that nothing can shake you, because when you believe it, others will sense it too. A person who remains calm, steady, and in control of their emotions stands out in a way that is both powerful and deeply attractive. They don't have to prove their strength. It speaks for itself. Number 6, the magnetic appeal of a life well lived. There is something undeniably irresistible about a person who has lived a full life and carries the wisdom of their experiences with quiet confidence. Not someone who boasts about their past, but someone who wears their history like a well-fitted coat, comfortable, natural, and with quiet dignity. This kind of person doesn't need to seek attention because their very presence tells a story. As we get older, we have a choice. We can either dwell on the past, wishing things had been different, or we can embrace everything we've lived through and allow it to shape us into someone with depth, character, and quiet. Although the most silently attractive individuals are the ones who have done exactly that. They have gathered wisdom, they have learned from their mistakes, and have developed a kind of peace that only comes from a life well. Liv takes someone like Helen, an 81-year-old former artist. She doesn't talk much about her past unless someone asks, but when she does, her stories are rich, vivid, and full of wisdom. She has seen the world change. She has loved deeply. She has experienced loss. And yet she carries it all with grace. She doesn't dwell on regrets. She doesn't try to relive her youth. And she doesn't compete with younger generations because she knows that her value lies in who she is now, not who she used to be. And because of that, she is utterly captivating. This kind of presence is rare. Many people, as they age, become bitter, resentful, or stuck in nostalgia. But the ones who are truly magnetic are the ones who embrace every season of life with appreciation. They are not trying to hold on to the past. They are fully living in the present, knowing that every wrinkle, every laugh line, every experience has made them someone worth knowing. So how do you embody this? First, own your story. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your experiences have shaped you, and that alone makes you interesting. Second, never stop learning. The most attractive people are the ones who stay curious about life. No matter their age, third, live with a sense of gratitude. People who appreciate life, no matter what stage they're in, radiate a quiet beauty that draws others in. The truth is, age does not take away your attractiveness, it refines it. The more you embrace who you are, the more naturally magnetic you become. And that is what makes a person silently irresistible. If this speaks to you, if you believe that life experience is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have, let me know by commenting number 6. Below. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Final thoughts, Ririn, Haris, or Sindor. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on these 6 qualities. They have nothing to do with youth, flashy appearances, or trying to impress others. Instead, they are about how you carry yourself, how you treat people, and how you live your life. The most silently attractive and unspoken, irresistible people are the ones who don't chase attention. They simply exist in a way that makes others take notice. These traits aren't about changing who you are. They're about embracing your natural presence in a way that draws people toward you effortlessly. A person with quiet confidence, emotional composure, deep self-respect, and an appreciation for life is more captivating than any trend or passing fad. If you recognize yourself in any of these 6 qualities, or if you feel inspired to cultivate them more in your own life, know that you are already on the right path. Being magnetic isn't about trying harder. It's about letting go of what doesn't serve you and stepping into the kind of presence that naturally commands attention. Now, I'd love to hear from you which of these 6 qualities resonated with you the most. Do you see them in yourself, or is there one you want to develop more? Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly enjoy reading your insights and experiences. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.